Hello. Yeah. Today we are going to learn Adobe Illustrator. Adobe Illustrator is a vector graphic editing software. We can create beautiful logos and we can create a large size of banners and everything. So it's a vector based software. Okay. Yeah. So we need to go first, create a new file. As in Photoshop, same option will appear. Like these are some predefined presets for creating any document. So search for your desired size. Therefore, here is one dialog box is came. Like we can able to edit options here, like what size you need and your desired size. Here, RGB and CMYK means in Photoshop, we generally choose RGB color. Here, we need to click on CMYK. If it is in like print media, you must click on CMYK. If you are sharing in like a digital media, you must go to RGB color. So, click on RGB color. Here, there is a one alert. The chosen here, the chosen color mode for different from the color space defined by the document profile. Panel content may not match the new color mode. So you must go to same like here. If you want, you can choose RGB. So print media must be in same like here. So here raster affairs high 300 ppa pixel per inch. Create. So here is the document. Here is the menu bar, toolbar, and here is options here, properties and everything. So here also one move bar like a selection bar, and here is direct selection tool. I will tell you how to use direct selection tool. Here is selection tool like we in Photoshop like move tool, and here is pen tool here. Okay, so we can create one flyer or any poster here. Now if you want like a background image or any object, you can directly go to open. If you are like if you have created any free to bind or any downloaded or any like before created graphics, you can be able to open it. So here these are all grouped. Right click here and ungroup. So we can find every single object. Now save zoom option here by pressing or hitting Z. So zoom. There is a hand bar like on pressing space bar in your keyboard, like moving entire document or left side any side of the corner. So here now we can click on selection tool. Okay, and again we need to click like a left click. There is a ungroup. Now click on direct selection tool. So whenever we click on direction selection tool, there is a nodes. This nodes will appear. If we want, we can edit this one, like while even we found some nodes with alignment. So here, double click on it. We can change the orientation, or we can change the direction of the node. So if you don't want any changes in current document, we just press Control Z. Control Z. Okay. So zoom in while pressing Z. Zoom out, press Alt for zoom out. Okay. And for a document like moving document around the workspace, you must click on spacebar. Yeah. So this is the interface of Adobe Illustrator. Now we're going to create some like some design. Like here, uh, it is the rectangle tool. Okay. So this tool is selected now, and this object is selected now, and here is the object properties. Now we can able to change the color of the selected object. So here is the color, and there is a if if you like to zoom this object, there is a border, black border. Click on it. It's called stroke. So if you want stroke color is different color, uh, select any color. If you don't want, just none. Click on none. Okay. Now there is no stroke color. Only just fill color here. We can increase the decrease the size of the object now. And here is the opacity. Okay. Object opacity. It's also available in Photoshop. Okay. Like there is a layer panel. If you click on any, if you select any object, there is an option called opacity. Now this is one object. Here we need to add some text, titles text. Here title goes here. Okay. Now go to selection. Here you can select any color. No, I'm choosing white color, and here some text properties will appear like it's a character. Now is the type, like we can change the font. In earlier class, how to add custom fonts in Windows. So we don't drag that kind of style, we need to select or increase the font size from here only. 30 or 50. Yeah, yeah, we can increase the size. Here we must press on shift. Okay. In Photoshop 2022, the dragging option will works smoothly and normally. Here, if you want, if don't want stretch, don't stretch, we need to select shift. So here, yeah, here we need to select one font, title font, some readable font like this. Here, say, there are some smart guides up here. So here, alignment, center alignment, and align the center. Here is all some alignments. Okay. Now you can align manually like this. Now zoom out while pressing G and Alt Z. So here we can draw any kind of object here using pen tool. Select pen tool, click on one area and click on another area and don't release. Okay, don't release. And Alt press here and again you select one corner and again you can select with another corner and attach this. Okay, now zoom in. This is not aligned properly, so you must select direct selection tool. Why? Here the direct selection tool enables node options, so we can attach in correct way using that tool. Okay, now select this one. We need to add some gradient color for this one. In fill color, there is a gradient option. Now we can edit gradient here. Okay, so while changing the colors, and even you can change the orientation. Here some radial gradient options here, free from gradient. So this one is enables uh, like a color combination. We can choose the color from existing object also. I think this color is good for this one. So is create this kind of this type of some like designs using pen tool. Okay, we can we can create any kind of like objects and vector graphics using this one. Now, as earlier I said, this is a vector based software. Now I can I can zoom. Okay, there is no pixels. It's not a pixel based software, it's a vector based software. Now we can import any image. Okay, here, here is called place. Okay, we can place this image. Here, zoom out. Yeah, now image is touched. If you don't want, like using press shift, you can able to now zoom in and pressing control left bracket and right bracket. So here is one line. So that is the printable area of document. That is the size of the document. Rest of things is not uh, appear in printer. So if you want, you can drag like this. If you zoom it, it will be pixelate. So why? Because that one is raster document, raster file, and this one is vector file. Now I can able to change like some dark colors. Now it's automatically changed to object color. So now we can add some text here, like some dummy text. Copy text from lorem ipsum, and here select text tool and drag the text box. Okay, and paste here. Select the text and decrease the size or generic size. Now you need to change the color, readable text color, and change the font also. If you want this kind of font, you can keep it or change to normal fonts like this. So here is the basic poster design in Illustrator. Same options like here curved contour. Like if you select any object, it automatically enable the change, enable the curve option. Okay, next rectangle tool and the star tool. You can draw star. Okay, while pressing shift, You can draw. Okay, better start. Rectangle, polygonal, and elliptical, whatever kind of objects you want, you can just drag while pressing shift. Here is polygonal. Okay, and now paintbrush. Like there is some paintbrush tools here. Select brush type. Okay, you can add some more like brush facets from internet or any other place like third party. So like Illustrator offers some brush textiles facets. You can open brush library. Yeah, there is some arrows, artistic calligraphy. Yeah, these are like we can add some brush, like types of brush. Okay, these are all some different styles of brush strokes, and even this one is calligraphy, brush calligraphy, and we can add some more brush like ink. Yeah, ink kind of thing. These are all different brush styles you can use. You can add some custom titles using this kind of brush styles.
Hello.
Yes,
Can I ask you a doubt?
yes, please.
I'm a designer.
Yeah,
So how do I maintain my profile, my portfolio? Do you have any advice for it?
sure. Actually, if you create any particular like project and particular design, you can keep in like Behance, Adobe
Yes,
offer.
I have Behance account, sir. I just wanted to ask if I'm doing a logo, there is
Okay,
always a template for it. The different type of template, the cup holder and the posters that all goes on.
okay,
So that is compulsory. I wanted to ask.
yes,
Okay. And one more, I'm a UI UX designer.
okay.
So as part, everyone don't put out researchers, but I put research all the time. So I am thinking of micro interactions where everyone does it. So can I put just a video of it, or behind of it a research also is important for it?
Yeah, generally from UX designers and designers conduct a like user research. It's called a user persona, right? Like one-on-one
Yes.
interviews, user persona.
Yes, yes.
So the
Yes.
time, yeah, that time we generally collect like pain points from existing app or
Yeah.
pain points
User
from
scenario and
yeah,
pain
yeah,
points.
say user scenarios like. So that time we need to create one document like this, like uh, we must add her and his name and below his questions and what are the like fixes from our side. So that will be created like created in one document kind of thing. We must we must export in
No, I'm
image.
asking.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm asking. stuff that uh, is the research important or the prototyping is important?
First and should the research is important. After research, you can decide uh, position of the object. Some people want like uh, position of the icon. We generally take user research is must. So user inputs is must. After that, we need to create based on that we need to create mockups.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. User is first in user design.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, no.
user is first.
Basically, all my Behance portfolio has research
Yes,
and prototyping of it. Now, I wanted to do a micro interactions where it goes on, because that is the most important stuff for any user research. So
yeah.
I wanted to ask, I shall I do a research or just a template of it, prototyping of it?
No, no, no. Actually, template is help for like a basic structure of any like app or web page. So you must go to deeply using user personas, like connecting one-on-one user interactions.
Okay, you're telling me that first research about a small, how did I do a
Yes,
micro interaction, then later on the structure of it, like wireframing and that, later on prototyping.
yes,
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
yeah.
so much.
So yeah, here is some poster from like existing brush presets and existing tools in Adobe Illustrator. So tomorrow we can learn some adding some good graphics and enhancements in poster. Okay.
I have a question. Just by looking at the image you
So
oh, say- I have a question.
yeah, please.
Just by looking at the image you mentioned, it's a pixel one and it's something raster graphic.
Yeah,
What is
yeah,
raster graphic? What are vector images and all that? Could you explain?
yeah. I will explain tomorrow, with the proper images and objects. Vector and raster based graphics is we are using vector graphics without pixel, and raster graphics is pixel based. I will clearly explain tomorrow what is a raster and what is vector. Okay.
Okay, and what about when do we use Illustrator and when do we use Photoshop? For what kind of designs we go with Illustrator and for what kind of
Yeah,
design?
large like in print media and uh, logos and large documents and everything we must design in Illustrator or CorelDRAW. Okay,
Okay,
vector based graphics. Okay, and
okay,
come to raster graphics. If you want to edit any image is pixel based. Okay, so you must edit image in Photoshop only.
Sir, I
okay.
have one more question.
Yeah,
Can you show in Photoshop the nowadays in the YouTube they'll show, right, a person sitting on it and cropping all the stuff, background of all the stuffs they
yes,
do, right?
yes.
Can you show it tomorrow once for me, please?
Not tomorrow. Today I will show. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please, please.
Yes.
And also, I wanted to ask you, in Photoshop there is a timeline, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
In window we can able to timeline from there.
like that is there. After Effects is more often big software. Instead of that, there is any optional for it.
Definitely. Actually, while we are creating button state, like a selected button in select button. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah. in a design, if you want to select like select state and deselect state, we can refer from like creating some gif
No, no, no,
files
sir. I'm
and
asking in
yeah,
Photoshop,
yeah,
there is a timeline, right?
yeah.
Like that, not After Effects. Instead of that, any other software which is like in a website or in somewhere which we can do. Is there anything alternative for it?
A lot of software is there. I will show you actually
Yeah, yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
thank you.
yeah, pixels. So you must unlock the layer first. Okay. Then there is a properties below quick actions remove background. This option enables only in Photoshop latest version. Now it's removed. So zoom in and click on this or pressing Alt can remove and here press Alt for this one. Yeah. Here we can add smooth edge for this one like a feather. Yeah. Now we can move. You must convert this object while moving this type of object. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You must download latest version of Photoshop. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So